I guess we'll call this part 2. These guys are hooking the wires up on this power pole they just installed. And I guess you just have to hope nothing goes bad. I see they have a fiberglass hook so they don't get electrocuted. And then they put the wire on top of that insulator. And then they just use their pole to screw something down, so I suppose it some kind of a clamp on top there to hold the wire in place. Now they've got 2 more wires to install on the sides. And as I said in my other video, I'm assuming maybe they're gonna take that pole over there and connect it to this pole they just put in instead of over on the corner, the next pole down. Probably got a lot of stress on it. Last year, the corner one down there, which actually I think was the new pole there, the furthest one down, that's kind of tan color. It had a transformer on it and it blew out last year. So I guess they're trying to figure out how to divide the electricity up a little bit, eliminate that problem. You know, I love work. I could watch it all day long. Every once in a while, you miss an opportunity to film something where something goes not quite right. And I thought, well, I'll just record them for a while. See what happens. Hopefully nothing bad. They're dealing with a lot of voltage, a lot of wattage, a lot of amperage. I don't know. I'm not an electrician, but I know you don't want to grab those wires. All right, now I'm guessing they're gonna hook up the wire, second wire. Make sure they don't drop their bucket down on top of the first wire they hooked up. That would not be good. I probably wouldn't want to be standing right here if that baby snapped. We'll see how fast I can run. Never seen them do this before. It's kind of interesting. Takes several guys to put in a new pole. You got, in this case, guys on the ground blocking off the traffic, letting them go because it's only one lane. You got a guy behind that cedar tree that's running a piece of equipment that pulled that wire back. And they have a cable going to those 2 poles there. One of those has a cable going to this other wire to pull it back, so they have some working room. Amazing how far they can stretch those wires. I guess they have a certain amount of flexibility for wind bouncing them around. I wonder if I can get a closer view of that. There we go. Too much glare out here. I can't hardly see my telephone, but I'm trying to keep it on those guys. And now I think they have to tighten up that wire. Oops, I'm getting out of focus here. I guess that's not why I'm not a cameraman, huh? It's probably kind of boring. But if a wire breaks or something else happens, it won't be quite so boring. We're hoping that doesn't happen. So now he's putting that pole on there. You can see him cranking it with his hands. Where'd they go? Sorry. You missed it. They take that pole, fiberglass pole, and put it down on top of the insulator, and they screw it clockwise, I'm assuming. I'm gonna get over here in the shade. There, I can actually see my telephone. There you go. Now you see I'm screwing that thing down. Clamping that wire onto the insulator. I was wondering what they did, because I know you don't want to get too close to those wires. You definitely don't want to touch them. Probably, I don't know, 10, 20,000, oops. 10, 20,000 volts going through there? I don't know. I bet it could arc across there and zap you pretty good. Knock you out of the bucket. Anyway, kind of interesting if you've never watched it done. And while they were there, I'm surprised they didn't take that orange insulator thing off of there. I guess they'll go up and take that off after a while. Maybe they come in from the other side. Well, when you have your phone magnified, you don't have to move it very much to get out of focus. Okay, I'll try to do a better job of filming them, hooking this wire up. So they have it in the clamp. First they have to release the clamp. Wow, maybe there's not as much voltage going through that wire as I thought. Or maybe because they're not grounded. I didn't think they'd get that close to it, but... Come on, Jim, hold the camera steady. Nobody wants to look at your awning. So they got a guy over there on that pole, and he's releasing the cable that was pulling the other wire away. That's what my dad used to do. He used to put on those cleats and climb up power poles back in the day. Back before I was born, I guess. So now, focus, Jim, focus. I apologize for the bad photography. I take my eyes off the camera for a second and I'm looking at something else. I guess this is where a tripod would be handy, which I have someplace if I can find it and actually use it. Alright, so now here we go. They've got the wire hooked and they're gonna set it on top of the insulator. Oh, where'd we go? Gosh darn it. Okay, onto the clamp it goes. And then you can see him turning. Or is he gonna? Alright. They got the wire where they want it. And now he'll screw down the clamp. Oh, I guess he already got it. That was quick. Oh, I think they dropped their little bolt or clamper. Gosh darn it, stay focused. They're giving instructions to the guy on the ground about something that they dropped, and it's down by the pole, and he's trying to find it. Maybe the top of the bolt or screw on top of that insulator fell off. So, is he gonna throw it up to him? Oh, my wife's coming home. I gotta get out of the way. I don't want to get ran over. Whoa, easy there. Yep, they gotta go back down now, get their bolt, and go back up. Well, I guess that's enough excitement for one day. Y'all take care.